Recruiting women into the trades is important for a lot of different reasons. The first and most primary reason is we represent approximately half of the labor force. Not in all sectors, but if we represent half the labor force, then why is that representation not reflected in the trades? So there are equity reasons as to why women need to be recruited into the trades. Beyond that, there are some very real economic and demographic reasons. Over the next 10 to 15 years, approximately 330,000 positions will need to be filled with new tradespeople. And when you're looking at having to replace those kinds of staggering numbers, you can't afford to ignore any major constituency. There are many strategies that can be implemented across the board in terms of recruitment strategies, training and educational strategies, and employment strategies. To start with, the need for education and for sharing accurate information with young women and not excluding any potential pools of young women. So reconnecting relationships with schools and school boards and any kind of youth and employment-based organizations where we can disseminate accurate information about careers in the trades, about what great opportunities they are, and in doing so, another effective strategy is utilizing young women as role models for delivering that kind of message. So whether it's having outreach specialists communicating these opportunities with young people and employing young women in positions of frontline staff and primarily as instructors and role models, so that if young women see themselves reflected in the industry, they are then informed and encouraged into pursuing that. They can see themselves potentially in that kind of a role. I think unions are one of the best positioned organizations to play a huge role in retaining women. Some strategies that unions in general could use is incorporating provisions into their collective agreements that are helpful towards keeping women in the trades, whether it be increased or enhanced benefit plans for women entering maternity leaves, alternate employment opportunities in a less physical role for women that become pregnant to help them remain employed for a longer period of time. Or unions could introduce women's committees that help to mentor young women coming into the trades and just have that sense of role modeling and mentorship.
The most important thing is that your duty is to the participants and beneficiaries, not to anyone else.
Who's running it, who's using it, and who's paying for it.
Fiduciary standards have some gray areas.
Have more contributions, more dollars coming in.